6 months ago, I ran my first ever marathon in 3 hours and 28 minutes. But 1 year from now, I want to be able to run a sub 3 hour marathon. That means holding a 4 minute 15 per kilometre pace for the entire 42.2 kilometres. But with a full-time corporate job, a young family, dad life, I want to know, is this even possible to do? There is literally only one way to find out. So on the menu today is an 8k easy run with strides to finish off, so nothing too strenuous. So I've talked pretty openly, missed my turn in there. So I talked pretty openly on the channel about different tools that you can use to help plan and program your training, and I released a whole video on how I prefer and use ChatGPT over popular running apps such as Runner. Now I've gone even further than that now. There is so many different tools out there that you can use, such as Runner, ChatGPT. You can get your information off YouTube, Instagram, just Google, the internet. I've even spent many evenings scrolling through Reddit trying to find the most optimum and efficient training program. The problem is everyone literally has a different opinion on the best way to train. So I was just finding myself getting absolutely bamboozled, and it was making my head spin, and I was constantly doubting and second guessing the program and training plan that ChatGPT had made and whether it was optimum and whether it was the right one. So I decided to outsource all of that, and I've taken the plunge and hired a running coach. You only have to go on the internet, go into YouTube, and there's all stuff about what zones you need to be running in, different threshold sessions, different speed sessions, what your weekly mileage needs to be, how much needs to be easy running. There's just so much information out there, and then you start getting bogged down with what your heart rate should be, and you start checking your heart rate on all these runs. And in the end I just thought, you know what, can't be dealing with this. I need someone to just tell me what to run, when to run, and I can go and execute it. It is March 2026 when I'm recording this. I'm planning to run a spring marathon, so probably April 2027. That gives us about 13 months to get ourselves in sub 3 hour shape. I am taking this as seriously as what an amateur runner can probably take it. Everything is going to be dialed in. I'm talking following the training that an elite level coach is giving me, my sleep, my rest, my recovery, my nutrition. I have even whacked a spin bike in the shed as a way to layer in extra light aerobic volume without trashing the legs if they're already feeling a bit beat up from sessions. So we are taking this incredibly seriously, as much as what you can do without quitting your job or impacting family life. So I've been running easy mileage, nothing but easy mileage for the last sort of 12-13 weeks. The first thing my coach has got me doing is introducing some very light speed, so we're still not touching proper kind of heavy VO2 max speed sessions. We're just doing some strides, which to be fair I'd already started to do myself, and some kind of light threshold or just below threshold type work, like a couple of K at sort of, I'm going to say, marathon pace, which at the moment is around a 4 minute 45 to 4 minute 50 per kilometre. That's what I averaged 6 months ago in the Chester Marathon. We've got to somehow take around 30 to 40 seconds, around 30 seconds off that time per kilometre in 13 months, which seems pretty daunting, to be honest. But I think with the proper training and doing everything right, we've got as good a chance as any. And you know what, if we don't get it in the April 2027, we will be going again in the autumn of 2027, and we will keep on going until we hit that goal, and then we will keep on going again and again and again, and seeing how far we can push the dial and see how far we can take this running. That is the goal and that is the plan, and that's what I'm documenting here on this YouTube channel. So just finished the 8k run, now going to do some strides. So I used to think strides meant literally just sprinting as fast as you could for like 15-20 seconds. There is method to the madness. It's supposed to be a fast, controlled, relaxed effort, focusing on form, like a short burst of energy. That sounded good, didn't it? So session's all done, the baby's fast asleep, we're just in the office now finishing up the edit. If you want to see where this marathon journey started and see the original baseline attempt, then these two videos are for you. So that's my big goal, a sub 3 hour marathon, and I want to do that in approximately 1 year's time. And I'm not messing around, I am taking this as seriously as what I possibly can do, hence the reason for hiring a proper running coach. Please drop in the comments below how you plan your training and whether you think getting a running coach is worth it, even with the absolute takeover of AI